My sister-in-law did a DNA test on my daughter behind my back and then mocked me to her face? I'm 32 years old and have a 7-year-old daughter. Yes, you heard that right. We have no blood relation whatsoever. Maria is not my biological daughter. We have no genetic connection. When I was a child, I was very close friends with Maria's mother. There was absolutely nothing romantic, just friends. She had Maria when she was 24, with her 26-year-old husband. But tragedy struck. When my daughter was just a newborn, about 3 months old, her parents were killed in a shocking workplace shooting. This tragedy left Maria an orphan, her parents both murdered in a horrific event. Maria's parents came from unfortunate backgrounds and had no siblings, leaving her with almost no close relatives. Their tragedy broke my heart. I couldn't bear the thought of Maria being placed in foster care or cut off from her biological parents entirely. I decided to adopt her. Although I initially had doubts about this decision, I couldn't let her grow up in an unfamiliar environment. I've always told her that she was adopted, that her parents were deceased due to a terrible event. To protect her emotional well-being, I chose to wait until she was older to share more details. Maria looks exactly like her biological parents. Her appearance has no resemblance to mine. Most people assume she's my biological child, and I've never corrected them because it didn't seem necessary. But this time, things took a dramatic turn. My brother and his fiancée have been together for 2 years. A few weeks ago, we had a family gathering at my parents' house. My sister-in-law saw an old photo of me, my friend, and her husband. She pointed at my friend and asked who she was. I told her it was Maria's mother. She became quiet and stood in front of the photo for a long time. I didn't think much of it, assuming she was moved by the photo. However, I was completely blindsided when I found out that she secretly did a DNA test on Maria behind my back. She even used my brother's DNA for comparison. When the results came back showing no genetic relation, my sister-in-law knew it meant Maria wasn't related to her either. Then, the most infuriating thing happened. She marched up to me with the DNA results, flashing them like a victory flag, and with a smug look, mocked me in front of my daughter. So you're taking care of a dead woman's illegitimate child? This is your so-called family? At that moment, I was completely stunned. She had the audacity to pull this stunt in front of my daughter. I stared at her for a moment, feeling my mind go blank. Then, I suddenly burst out laughing because her ignorance and malice were truly unbelievable. I've known all along that Maria isn't my biological daughter, I said calmly. Didn't you know what adoption means? Her face turned bright red, and she stormed off in a fury. But that's not even the worst part. My brother actually blamed me afterwards, saying I embarrassed his fiancée. Embarrassed? I was just standing up to someone who tried to humiliate my daughter. What exactly does she want? Does she want me to abandon Maria? My brother even believes she was doing the right thing and called me a jerk. I'm really confused. Am I in the wrong here? Especially considering my sister-in-law is the one who overstepped her bounds. I'm seeking opinions now. AITAH.